But just, not a... Maybe big tits. I could give myself big tits, but, like my goatee. Hello!
Howdy.
Welcome back to Doki Literature Club with Caleb Dalton Music.
Yep.
My head still kind of hurts. The video will probably be uploaded before this one. But
My everything still hurts.
from, there's gonna be a card in the corner, shameless plug. But go watch the, the frickin' first Game Jolt video we're doing. Sensitivity was so high that my brain hurts. But we're here to cleanse our palate. And
Now you realize if that screws up, we've got to record another one of those before this can go up.
Shit!
Not that it takes that long, but still.
But we're here now to make our eyes see something beautiful today. Which is our
yes.
beautiful girls, even though Yuri broke our heart last time.
Completely.
Which, by the way, was hard to remember, because this is weeks after we recorded this game last.
Weeks.
Oh boy. So, we'll just hop right into it. I don't actually remember what day we're on and or what we're doing, but here we go.
But we're going.
Cup of tea. Finger thing. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? Oh, we just finished that. Okay. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come up and sit in the front of the room. God fucking voices. Slimy. He's slimy. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Like, do we really have to do something for the festival? Fucking festival. It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. Is it gonna be everyone talking except for you again? Or I'm holding four sides of a conversation?
You're saying, you're talking every part of the conversation. I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, you're just sitting in the middle, like in a desk while surrounded by these four people, all being me. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Monica, stop burping. Holy shit. We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters. Oh yeah, I remember the crayons. No?
Oh, yeah. That.
I was like, silence?
That
really?
scene.
No reaction?
I'm here.
Hello?
I just wasn't thinking straight.
Dundee's playing with chopsticks or something again. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but you're a fucking chotch. I mean, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Ah, sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing.
What, did we announce it? Oh, no.
Performing? Monica. Cup of tea. Yeah, we're all going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event, but the cool part is, oh, it's so cool, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Oh, man.
You're like, fuck.
Sayori.
Then I know you have to speak now.
Yeah, I forgot I had to talk. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. I forget how to read.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. Just redacted. I have to censor that.
I think they all are.
But I didn't sign up for this, There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear.
have to try and get the Irish accent back. For some reason, hers is always the hardest for me to, like, get.
That sucks because it's the one you do the most.
That's very true because it's your playthrough. If you did a Yuri like me, I'd just be talking very quietly.
Yeah, your voice wouldn't be like falling apart.
Guys.
Which there's no fun in that.
No, not really.
Don't mind me. It's late.
It is kind of late. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago.
I mean, I've never even written a poem.
Yeah, you're
until
like,
just a couple
no
days
one's going to
ago.
talk about me over here? Like, I'm just not in the conversation? It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people.
Don't worry about me, never written before.
You're just like, yep, sitting in the corner.
Yep. Here I am.
I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, you little bitches, I still think we should give it our best. Why are you becoming, like, more proper English? We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. I just spit all over myself.
Man, it's like you. It's like when you're talking to a person and you know they're fake because their voice keeps changing all the time.
This is once again you turning around to me and being like, well, this bitch is fake.
Okay, hold on.
Oh.
Pause.
Pausing.
You just lagged out a super thick amount. I got like not even
thick?
half of what you just said.
Oh, I was just talking about how, like, this is just you turning around and looking at me and going, damn, this bitch is fake as fuck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wait, time out. Blow the whistle.
I mean, because you were like, and then I was like, what?
That's amazing. And if you two would shut the fuck up, and the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Intimate. Finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know I do. I know we all do. I'm sure they do. Look at their faces.
Oh, yeah.
Natsuki's gonna fucking punch you right in the tit.
And Yuri's about to fall asleep.
And if all it takes is standing in front of a room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. 2 minutes, that's a...
Can I? 2 minutes? 2 minutes of straight poem?
2 minutes of straight 20 words? I don't know if we can read that slow. By the way, you have to read.
I'm reading. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent.
I just play this game by myself.
Sayori looks worried. Well, see, the issue is, I feel like if any of us play the games by ourselves, we just can't pull that off.
Exactly. I'm too scared to do an alone game.
Yeah, like, I can't pull off a single playthrough of just, like, only me.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't know what to say.
Exactly. We'll work off of each other.
Exactly. That's why I text you, hey, you mind hopping on? Because I know I can't do it by myself. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask.
Oh.
I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but Yuri's smiling, so I think you helped her.
Looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Ooh. Okay, fine, Mom. I guess I just have to get over it. Alright. Phew. Cup of tea. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yoni?
Yuri dejectedly... Is that what that word is?
Yes.
Okay. Glances around at everyone else's expectant faces.
Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone against their against their own will. You're the best, Journey. This club is seriously going to be the death of me.
No, I think it's going to be the death of me.
Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Journey. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
Boy.
No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Dumbass.
I didn't think I'd get that far.
Oh no. God, fucking... voices. Holy fuck. Don't worry.
Yeah, it's a bit much when they're all in the same scene.
Holy shit, yeah. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the
Through my
specific
fucking
poem she has in
bibliography.
mind for herself. And then stands behind the podium.
Yeah. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem.
Cut that out.
Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine.
Oh, God.
She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life.
Did you shush me?
Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural?
She is popular.
I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica.
Yeah, you should too. It's called respect.
Sayori looks amazed.
Ah.
Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand.
Yeah, it's called thinking.
Finally, Monica finishes the recitation.
Apparently, we just didn't want to look at Natsuki.
You're right. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Hooah! Here he's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and she stands up.
And she fucking clocks Monica right in the nose on her way up to the podium.
Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem.
She's pissed. You better not even try.
Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort?
You really don't understand people.
No, I guess not.
She just wants to get it over
As
with.
Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes.
She gets deep. Her biceps bulge. We should always record at night because you're way more laughy at night.
I know. It's called exhaustion. It's almost like what happens when you... It's better than recording at like 9 a.m.
We've done that many times.
More often than not. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. The quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman.
Oh.
The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing.
Holy shit, it's an Edgar Allan Poe poem.
This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned.
I'm stunned.
Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her.
There goes
as if
gravity.
she's bewildered herself.
Sorry.
It's up to me to save this situation.
Oh, yeah,
man.
you've done great so far.
I'm the first to start applauding.
Just
Everyone
one.
joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves.
Man, aren't we the best club members, me and you?
Oh yeah. Even though you're not technically a club member, you just hang out behind me the whole time, and no one pretends, and everyone pretends you don't exist.
Yeah, I've been thinking, if we get big enough where we have like merch, I want one of the shirts to be me and you in the literature club, like me just kind of peeking over your shoulder. You know, you with the us and like, you know, because I kind of want, if we do make my Gmod mild, I want it to be like their costume kind of, but with like, you know, jeans instead of the skirt and like maybe some purple on it somewhere. But just, you know, not a, maybe big tits. I could give myself big tits, but you know, like my goatee. You know, I wanted,
that whole sentence
was beautiful.
Okay, you need to take that whole sentence, cut it out,
Yeah.
and put it at the front of the video. That's the intro.
That's the intro. That's why I wanted the shirt to just be like, you know, probably them in the foreground. Cause I don't know if we can use them on T-shirts because of, you know, copyright and stuff.
Yeah.
So you know, just like them in the foreground, me like peeking over your shoulder. I don't know, some quote. I'm sure we've said some.
No,
Funny
it's
shit.
just like us, me sitting at a desk, and you peeking over my shoulder with one of our like quotes. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten.
Wow, yeah, that's what happened.
As we applaud, Yurni holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat.
You wonder why she doesn't think you guys like her.
I know.
But hey, Yanni, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Looks like Yurni's down for the count.
It's just on the floor.
Staring
Okay.
at the ceiling.
Yeah. Okay. I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
I don't think she walks. I think she skips everywhere.
Yeah, I think she like skips everywhere she goes.
This one's called My Meadow. Ha. Ha ha. Sorry, I giggled. Hey.
Sayori,
It's a lot harder than I thought.
the poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is.
There were puppies and
It's-
kittens.
Sayori finishes, and we applaud.
Yes. I did it.
Good job, Sayori.
Hey, even Cowboy Caleb liked it. And he's a dick. I guess that's a good sign.
That's true. What does that even mean?
You know what it means. It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. What? I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. I'm forceful! Oh, I know what you mean. Just like choke slams her against a wall. That's well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everybody.
You're cutting out.
Hi, I just read my lines, it's okay. Hopefully you could
Okay.
read it.
I can.
She's just talking about how she's a chach or whatever. Then next time, they both have like little finger things that I do. And
Do you actually do them?
yes,
You're reading?
yes, and
We need a face cam.
No.
I want to watch you
I'm
doing all
hideous.
these.
But also in real life, I don't know why, but I've just been finding myself actually doing the Monica thing, just because I usually talk with my hands, so it just kind of like it naturally just like joins in to like the way I speak.
I just love the thought of you doing that.
Sayori's, I don't lean forward though. I just do like the making the little house or whatever she does.
Also, I've been informed that there is a huge thunderstorm outside, so if my power cuts out, that's unfortunate.
If the video ends short, that's why. I'll just end the video and be like, Dundee didn't make it.